Hey guys, Michael here. I want to talk about the Linux Fest Northwest I attended last week, along with talking to you guys what we have planned for May, or in this case, in a few days. But first, Linux Fest. Now, for those who don't know what Linux Fest is an annual expo and conference for all things Linux. And of course, every year they get bigger and bigger. Now, I'm going to be putting out most of the high points being there. One of the Of course, I did attend a few speeches. One of them was called Linux is Freaking Weird by Brian Lunduke. And if you don't know who he is, he used to be one of the hosts for Jupiter Broadcasting Linux Action Show. I actually did participate in some of his conversations, which I will have a link below to actually watch the entire thing. It's actually pretty funny. You'll enjoy it. I also managed to meet up with a couple of companies. One of them is System 76. And for those who don't know or haven't been on this channel very long, back in 2012 I made a review of the Bonobo P5, which if you click here, you can actually check it out for yourself. So I actually showed them that particular laptop, and they don't sell this anymore. And they were treating it like a relic, something that should be in a museum. Heck, one of them actually went ahead and took a picture of it so they can show it back in the office. At least that's what they told me. So I demoed some of their laptops. They're actually pretty great, and that was generally it for System 76. But I also noticed that Amazon was also here, and Demonware. Now, if you don't know what Demonware is, it's an in-house server service thing that pretty much they focus on the quick match, all to be behind the scenes for the multiplayer games that you play for Activision Blizzard. Now, of course, again, they only focus on the console side, but they do help out when it comes to other platforms. And my brother and I had a blast talking with them, which we wished we were recording the whole time, because a lot of it was really interesting to hear from the other side when it comes to game launches or maintaining servers after launch. It's actually really interesting. Last, I also managed to meet up with Chris Frazier, who is one of the hosts for Jupiter Broadcasting's Linux Action Show. Managed to tell him about my tutorial video, how to create your own multi-USB without a USB creation tool, which you can check out here. Other than that, what the biggest highlight of the entire thing was the TF2 tournament, which my brother and I attended. It was a 2-on-2 tournament, and it goes all the way to the end, which the grand prizes were special headsets, mouse, and a mouse pad for third place. And my brother and I actually did pretty good, at least until the semifinals where we lost, but we managed to get into third place and we got the mouse pads, which was pretty fun. Overall, I had a great time with it. And if you guys want to see some of the press or some of the conferences and speakers, I highly recommend in the description below is a link to go to the Linux Fest Northwest YouTube page and check it out for yourself. A lot of it is very useful information, especially those who are interested in Linux. Right. Now, let's talk about what's going to be happening in May. Now, in May, I am working on a tutorial in the works, but one of the big things that we're hoping to get in is the HTC Vive. We have it pre-ordered, and we're getting into the month where the May pre-orders are going to be released. Now, as soon as it gets here, we have a couple of videos that we are planning to do, which I'm not going to converse here. But if you guys want us to make a certain video, or if you want certain VR content, let us know in the description below, because we love to have a user feedback and the more people's suggestions, we'll see if we can actually do it. Even some of the more ridiculous ones for VR. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. If you like it, please like and subscribe, or check out some tutorial or past videos that we've done so far. And with that in mind, I'll see you guys next time.